Hi guys, Steve from Dirtbike ADV here. Just a little bit of an update on the 390. So I took it for a test ride a little while ago and just sort of did 140k loop in its stock form, just to do a bit of a trial run as an ADV bike. And as you're aware, if you watch the video, it certainly passed with flying colours. Very comfortable bike to ride, good road manners. Couldn't fault it really. It hasn't even got balanced wheels at this stage, so just pretty happy overall. Certainly it's a great single trail bike, fire trail bike, all that sort of stuff that you'd expect so, but also it was pretty good on the road, so I've decided to take it to the next level. I won't be going as far as the 480. I've got the 690 now, so I've got a two bike policy, so to speak, with regard to using the 690 for touring and this 390 for the local ADV work. So I just wanted to use the new bike as an excuse to sort of really drill down on what I carry and trying to, I guess, travel even lighter. So you can see I've bought some a bit of different gear. Up on the handlebars, I've just gone with the quad lock, and the only electronics I'll have is just the quad lock charger, which is a standard USB, but you get a USB to USB-C adapter, and that'll charge my phone. Obviously, there'll be no navigation or anything like that, just be all on my phone. So that's just a quad lock setup, and that will also, obviously being USB-C, charge a GoPro, charge my, I can use it to charge my InReach, things like that. So yeah, that's basically it for electronics. Nothing more than that. It's just wired directly back to the battery. But probably the biggest change is I've just gone and purchased the Wolfman E-base and a couple of their small rollies. Again, just really trying to drill down on how much I carry and how much weight I have and how I carry it. Said about was going to buy a rack. That was where I was at the last video, funny enough. And I thought maybe I'm getting a bit old-fashioned. Maybe I should try one of those rackless systems. So certainly looked at the Moscow Moto, Giant Loop, all the brands, Endurostan. I've already got some Endurostan panniers, and of course the Wolfman. Had a good look around what was around, and I think this Wolfman E-base really appealed to me because its versatility. So it's while it's set up to carry these little rollies, you can really put anything on it. I sort of had a bit of an experiment. I could chuck my Endurostans on there, my Endurostan panniers if I wanted to, but I just thought this looked good, and I bought the E-base and two of their rollies. So I've just sort of chucked that all on there just as a bit of an experiment now, and sort of it seems to be working out well. It'll be the same sort of setup. My food cooking gear on this side, obviously a Canadian Club and Dry in the flask there, and then some fuel in here. So with the fuel tank and the 1.5 Primus, that'll give me about, I reckon about the 220 kilometre range, something along those lines. Yeah, certainly good 220, I would think. On the other side, obviously, be some tools and some dry weather pants, wet weather pants, I should say, and just some socks and jocks and that sort of stuff. So, yeah, and then just a backpack, no tank bag. Just going to have, I've got a little handlebar bag organised for here. I've done some experimenting with a existing bit of luggage that I had, so that worked well. So I've got a slightly smaller handlebar bag coming, and I've got a heat shield coming, and I've got a compression sack. Now I haven't got my my sleeping bag on there at the moment, but I've decided to keep them separate. So I've just got my little one-man tent there, my Outer Limits Austrail Starlight there. So I've just got a compression sack coming from my sleeping bag, so I can really sort of screw that down, and I'm sort of basically just going to sit my sleeping bag and my tent like this on the rear of the bike, with the idea that it's just a little bit lower profile as opposed to rolling them up into one big swag, because it sits up quite high on the bike and it's quite wide. So yeah, I've just decided to keep them separate. And other than that, I'll just have a small backpack on, and yeah, and that'll be basically it. The 4 litre bladder of water will, as usual, tie over the top. So sleeping bag and then the bladder. So, but anyway, over the next week, I'll probably have all that gear in, and I'll probably take her out and do a camping video. I think I'll probably get away next weekend. I'm not getting away this weekend. Just worked yesterday and having today off, so that's nice, having a day off. So yeah, that's where we're up to. As I say, waiting on a few parts, a heat shield, a compression sack, and a little handlebar bag. And so from there, yeah, we'll get it out and give it a try and give it a bit of a run. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll hope to see you out in the trail soon.